Hey, Facebook Live. It's been a long time. It's been since I've done a Facebook Live, I think. I've taken off majority of January off. Wasn't because I was burnt out or anything. Far from being burnt out. In fact, more energy than ever. However, I thought I'd just take some time off. Personal reasons, I suppose it's more about where I wanted to go in the direction of my life and what I'm building right now. And it hasn't come easy. This last 6 months, in fact, has been very hellish and very tough, I would say, in terms of financial aspect was definitely taking its toll. The last 6 months hasn't come easy, especially after being made redundant, and the whole aspect of chasing clients just to pay bills didn't appeal to me. I wasn't able to do. I didn't feel like I was able to really serve my clients properly in the way that I really want to, especially when it comes to like digital projects. And digital projects take time. There's a lot of awareness and education that's involved before delivering projects, but I just didn't have the framework and the structure to provide those kind of services. And it just made me realize that, did I want to actually build a digital agency? Did I want to build a service that provided digital services? And the answer was no, it wasn't. It was far from it. I did it, and I would say rebranded in terms of a digital transformation strategist, whatever that means to other people, was because of my skill set. I had the skill set to create content, to create digital content, to create websites, to create podcasts, to create social media content, and all sorts, right? It was my skill set. That's what I've been trained to do the last 10 years for businesses and corporate organizations. And, working for a team or in the team in a company is much easier because there is a team, right? When you have multiple people doing different jobs to achieve a mission or a goal. And it's easier to complete projects on that when you're working together. It's much harder when you're doing it by yourself as a one-man team to create these projects, to create the websites, to do the consultations, to do the project management, to do the account management, to do the sales and marketing and the accounts all at the same time. It became pretty clear to me that building a digital agency wasn't something that I aspired to or wanted to do. I did give it a good go, and I'm not saying that my clients weren't happy. It just felt like I wasn't able to serve them as the best of the ability that I could, with the limited resources that I had and the time that I had. It was just, and also the budgets wasn't there to support these projects as well. But it's all about my area of expertise, I suppose, in learning about consultations, learning about sales, learning about marketing, learning how to be more concise and clear about my offers that I have. And it taught me so much more about the digital marketing agency side of businesses. Although I was good at all the skills and doing all the work with digital marketing and all sorts, when it comes to creating my own offers, it's always a struggle. I always have this resistance to market myself, to make myself stand out and show up and be out there and be on here. And it was, that's just been a great journey. But now I took out the most of January to to stop posting content as such, or valuable content anyway. Kelly Marie, there's someone behind you. Is there? I'm not sure. I don't think there's someone behind me. Funny facts. I was talking about this month. I was adopted by a sloth. So maybe I am still in sloth world. But so yeah, this January I just took time off to be more clear about where I want to take my direction of life and my vision and mission. So it turns out building a digital agency wasn't really true for me. I learned that it was something that I always wanted to try out and see if I did enjoy the digital agency stuff. No, not really. I don't think I've just got that in me to create a digital agency. It's not something that I truly wanted to do, and it's never been a mission of mine. It was just something because it's been part of my skill set that I thought it would be great to use my skills and knowledge in that area. Now, it doesn't mean that I don't, I stop helping people with digital strategies. That's far from it. But it's just being away, not taking on delivering websites and services anymore. That's going to be an end, I think. Who knows? Maybe. Depends on what type of project it is. I don't know where I want to go with this. But building a digital agency isn't true. But what is true, and what I did find, is that I do enjoy the coaching aspect still. The coaching aspect, the consultations, that still is true to me. Keeping and helping people with leadership and self-awareness skills, being more aware of their emotional sabotages and sabotagement, or the way they handle themselves in terms of how they position themselves online, how they show up online, how they show up with their energy, how they protect their energy. Still very true to me. All the leadership and inner leadership stuff is still very true. Now, which means I will be taking time to shift my services in terms of how I help people is coaching. It's back to coaching. It's always been coaching. I ran away from coaching because I just didn't want to be. I don't know. It felt like I didn't want to be coaching other people, but sometimes when it just, a lot of things teach you that you can't run away forever. What's true to you. I don't know why I ran away from coaching in the first place. It's always been something I enjoyed. I loved helping people. I loved helping everyone grow and develop and be more aware of their own self-sabotage behaviors, and having the processes and skills to deal with that. It's something that I've always enjoyed teaching and helping people with. But my ego, as such, or I say security, financial security, ego, or being safe, is saying you should go and do digital marketing and digital stuff because that's what you're trained at the last 10 years. And so that's why I kind of took a step away from coaching. And now I know how far from the truth it is to walk away from it. So it's back again as a coach. Again, for, I suppose, social introverts. I've been thinking, who I want to coach and how I want to coach people. How I want to coach people has been working. I've been working with a few clients over the last few months as well on the side. So that's what's always kept me going, is seeing my clients show up, do the work, get results. And it's just so much fulfilling for me and much more true to me to keep going with the coaching. And my methods work. I can see the results time and time again. So I know my methodology works for coaching. There's no doubt about that. And my abilities to coach and get results for people. But what I did that was how I saw myself, and did I want to see myself as a coach? And I was like, yeah, I do. But I hid away from it. I was just chasing a lot of the corporate stuff, the business stuff. I stopped having fun and that was a big thing. I stopped having fun, which is why I decided to invest in a new PC build and start streaming again and start gaming again and start being in my communities again. Because I walked away from the gaming and streaming community, which is full of social introverts who, wanted to escape reality and be in a different world. And those are the people I serve because that's who I was and who I am. And I grew out of that to chase corporate and to chase being business and professional and all that stuff. And I walked away from it. I walked away from the gaming community, the community that I truly loved. And so now I'm making a return to the gaming community, and I am back to help more people in that world, which is why I decided to join Coaching for Geeks as one of their leadership coaches. Fellow Robin Bates, or Overlord Bates, who I'll be working closely with for the foreseeable future, and see where we can help more people in the community. So I'll be doing more gaming streams, online streams at Twitch. That would be my platform. Very much I'll still be around on Facebook, posting more leadership and coaching content, I suppose. Still, not much has really changed, just less digital marketing stuff, less strategy on how to get leads doing digital marketing and things like that. That would usually just come more in the coaching and the consultations when I'm working with clients privately. So I'm making a shift in what type of content I'm creating for the platforms. And I think if I do make those content, it'd be put on YouTube for free. Like any information that I put out on content is going to be freely available on YouTube. And I won't be charging for content because I just don't feel like there's a need for it anymore. Anyway, for me personally, because everything you want to know is on Google, on YouTube. There's far much better professionals who teach digital marketing much better than I do. And the way I get results for people is through strategy and accountability and coaching. Like that's where I get people results. That's the one that people get the best out of me, and I get the best out of them, is when we work one-on-one together. And that's something that I've just enjoyed, and that's where I'm taking things. So yeah, my content will be free on YouTube, Facebook. There won't be any upsells to courses. I don't feel I just never felt the need to charge for courses because there's so much. Education is free right on YouTube. There's nothing that I teach that no one else is teaching already. The only methodology that does work for me is the one-on-one, like I say, but that's more accountability and getting people results. So I suppose it's just having your back is what I do and making sure you get stuff done. That's what, as a coach, that's what most of us do and guide you in the right position. So back as a coach, back where my heart belongs and really sings. And it's been insightful. Like this last 6 months has been challenging, but it's also been a huge relief in terms of where we really want to take things. And the other news is that I have taken back on a full-time job in a 9-to-5 as a digital account manager for a local digital advertising agency, which is an agency that I've admired for a long time. So I am very grateful for the opportunity to join them. And I would still be doing digital marketing stuff, but just more account management side for a local agency. It's not like I'm escaping the digital world. It's still a very passionate area of mine. I still love the industry very much. And that also gets my, building a digital agency itch out the way. I'll be joining a local digital agency as a digital account manager to support and grow the team in the digital realm. and they're part of the business or digital side of the business where they're taking it differently. So I suppose I haven't really given up. At least I have given up building my own digital agency anyway, but I want to build more of my coaching practice. At least that's what's going to happen for now. And, you know, who knows where the streaming community and gaming community is going to take me, but I just want to help more people in the digital or gaming community, you know, at least more of the social introverts who do want to show up online, who want to build businesses online, who want to get themselves more out there without being afraid of being judged. And you know, there's things, so many things that I see in the community and online is that a lot of people are still afraid of being judged online, how they show up, how they sound, how they communicate, how they show themselves up online, and be consistent as well. That's another challenge. Like the whole thing about consistency is showing up consistently is probably one of the hardest thing that we have to do, yet we still do it. So, but once you show up for things that you love, you enjoy doing, you're passionate, and that gets you excited every day, you know, that's what keeps you going. Hey Ian, thank you all for your support this year. The last it's been amazing, and I appreciate you, and congratulations, by the way. It's been a roller coaster of emotions. It's not been easy, especially with lockdown, and I haven't been able to see my fiance, which sucks. But it's been great. It's been great fun. I'm still around. I'm back, so it's good to know. I'll be creating more content. I think more for the shifting content I'm creating would be more about how to show up as a shy social introvert, especially when you're building online, that you are on social media, you are on streams, you are on video, you are out there building an online business. You know, you have to be seen in a way, at least how you show up for yourself. I would say showing up, you know, as a personal brand or developing a personal brand is, you know, I'm not saying you can't build businesses offline or not showing your face and stuff, but it's easier when you have your own personal brand, and you get more opportunities, especially when you start branching out into podcast guesting, blog guesting, guest expert talks, especially if you show up, even if you get invited to things like Clubhouse as a speaker, you know, you still got to speak. You still got to communicate more effectively. You still got to show up. You still got to put yourself out there. This all takes energy, and this all takes practice. And these are the tips and tricks that I'll be teaching, or at least creating content for anyway, in helping social introverts be more out there like I am, because I struggled so much of my life being invisible. And now that I am online, you know, you can't get rid of me. Like, you see me on Twitter, you see me on Instagram, you see me on YouTube, you see me on Twitch, like Facebook. I'm around everywhere because that's just something that I'm passionate about doing. And if I'm helping people in those areas, I have to do it for myself as well. So here we are. Got to walk the talk that you preach as well, right? There's no point talking the talk and not walking the walk. And that's something that I truly have that integrity for, is that if I don't do it, if I don't do the things that I'm telling my clients to do, then I'm not doing them as any service. Like, I'd only tell them to do or guide them to do things that I've done. Like, if I haven't done it, then I wouldn't guide them with no experience. I'd forward them to someone else who has the expertise to do it instead. But that's just me. It's great to be back, and again, thank you all for the support and your patience in my disappearance, especially being after being adopted by Slothy. But yeah, that's a quick update. But sorry for being away. Not that I have been away, because I just post stupid memes every day anyway. but you may have not seen any valuable content from me as of recent. And that's because there's, the reason was because I didn't want to just feel like putting content for the sake of putting content out there. And it just feels like I'm not being doing any service to anyone or being valuable to anyone. So that's it, really. But back again, more coaching content instead, more content to show up as a social introvert and how to deal with anxiety and depression, invisibility, and how to protect more of your energy, especially as social introverts. We get drained very, very quickly, and we also take some time to recover as well. So that's something to be aware of. Anyhow, thank you for tuning in, by the way. I really appreciate the support and the love. And just so you know, Jono is back with a vengeance to help more people, just differently. So thank you. I'll see you all in the next live. Much love. Live life with no limits. See you soon.